Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Memories Dogma Code 1. So last time we had a run-in with the creepy arm guy again, and ended up going to sleep and then having bad dreams again, I think. I think that's where we left off. So let's continue. As I open my eyes, I instantly squint at the bright light that assails me. My surroundings are completely white. So much so that you can't even tell the floor, walls, or ceiling apart. As my eyes adjust to the light, I try to get a better look around, but all I see is an endless expanse of white. How do I even know this is a room? I could just as easily be inside a giant hole. While I'm thinking about such pointless things, the outline of a person starts to come into view. The figure is one I know well. I have no idea. The world has gone very strange recently. That voice is one I know well too. The figure doesn't appear to possess any physical form. It's more like an amalgamation of millions of tiny particles. Countless numbers of particles colliding with each other, creating new particles, and in the process of it all forming into the shape of a person. Her voice is filled with sadness. A collection of particles shouldn't have a face, and yet for some reason I feel like her expression is filled with sorrow. Now her voice is tinged with irritation. It felt as if she's asking not just me, but herself as well. That's a nostalgic nickname. Once again, I find myself unable to say anything. Every single time, I always end up being unable to do anything. That sad expression fills her face again as she begins to melt into the white scenery. Then the world is filled with a blinding white light. Giving into the brightness of the sun, I open my eyes and see the morning light pouring through the window. Looks like the truck is still stopped. I check the time on my MRD and see that it's 10 a.m. Looks like I was asleep for quite a while. I try to move my body a little. The pain is lessened considerably. I can barely feel it now. I check my skin and see that the scrape I'd gotten on my chest when I'd fallen on the ground has been reduced to a barely visible mark. Furthermore, the countless scars on my left wrist that spoke of my multiple attempts at suicide have all but vanished. Vanished, even. It's as if they'd never been cuts there at all. Normally, having all your wounds and scars vanish should be something to be happy about. But to me, it feels like my attempts to get closer to Serrano are all being wiped away, as if they'd never happened. With the lonely feeling that I've somehow been left behind, I look around the room. Oh yeah, didn't Akane say there was a shower behind that door over there? Even if the wounds have been healed, I feel like I still smell of blood. I want to take a shower. Hopefully the water will wash away my fractured thoughts, along with the dirt. I walk up to the door and pull it open only to... Oh no. We both know what's about to happen here. Yep, completely unsurprised. My brain freezes and I'm unable to comprehend the scene before me. I stand there like an idiot, unable to move. Inside the bathroom is a naked Reina, in the middle of a shower. Oh, it's time for the shower episode. It takes a moment for the pin to drop, but once she realizes what just happened, her expression slowly transforms into one of embarrassment. Wah.
失礼しました。
There wasn't exactly anything too illicit show in there, but I think I'm gonna do a little bit of editing on that, just to be safe. Panicking, I close the door and back away from the shower. I hear the splattering noise of water hitting the floor. And after a while, Reina comes out. Seeing Reina fully clothed again, I finally calmed down a little. How come your eyes are so far apart? It's only in this one character portrait. The other character portraits look fine. Like that one. You can see the difference, right? The eye moves over just a hair and it looks okay, but when her eye's just that far away in her face, it's kind of weird. So she says, but she's clearly avoiding eye contact. Let's watch your eye move again. Yep, there it goes.
いや、嘘です。全く全然と言っていい。
シャラップ、もういい。
Rena's face goes beet red, and she puts a hand to my lips to stop me from going any further.
この件はこれ以上掘り下げ禁止ね。
はい。
Startled by Reina's vehemence, I simply nod.
それより、例のマイクロチップのことだけど。
Does she have blood on her? What is that on like the bottom of her shirt thing? I don't know what this is called. It looks kind of like blood. Still not looking at me, Reina changes the topic.
Oh.
やっぱりマイクロチップをそのままにするか取り出すかはもう一度真剣に考えてほしい。
え？
昨日ひろきが言ってたことは聞かなかったことにする。
俺が死んでもいいと言ったことか。
Reina pauses for a moment, which I take to mean a yes.
でもあの男が私たちを付け狙っているとしたら、やっぱりこの先昨夜みたいな危険な戦いの場は避けられないと思う。その時にそのマイクロチップがヒロキを助けることもあるかもしれない。逆にあなたを蝕んでしまう可能性だってあるかもしれない。だからどっちに転んでも後悔しないようにちゃんと考えてほしい。
そうだな。
After thinking it over for a while, I finally make my decision.
俺はもう少しこいつと付き合ってみようと思う。取り出したくなったらその時はレーナに頼むから。
そう、わかった。
Reina looks somewhat relieved as she takes a deep breath. There's no doubt Reina did everything she could to save my life. I think I should at least properly respect those feelings a little, if I can. I don't really understand why my mindset's changed, honestly. All I know is that seeing Reina's smile makes me happy.
あれ？なんかいい匂いがしないか？
I notice a very delicious smell wafting out of the kitchen.
誰か料理でもしてるのか？
はいはい、僕ですよ。
Yonekura-san is standing in the kitchen, holding a ladle. I'd been so focused on my conversation with Reina that I hadn't even noticed he was there.
もうすぐご飯ができるから待っててよ。
まるで新妻のようなセリフですね。
As if lured in by the smell, the rest of our group starts gathering around to see what's cooking. There's a delicious-looking seafood pilaf in a pot-au-feu made with chicken and cabbage. They both smell amazing.
おお、すげえ！米倉は料理上手なんだな。
勝手に炊飯器と大鍋を使わせてもらったよ。
大鍋なんてここにあったんですね。
まあな。こうして役に立てたんだからいいじゃねえか。
Akane looks away, embarrassed, and everyone else lets out a chuckle. It looks like these two don't cook very often.
米倉、お前いい嫁になれるぞ。
本当ですか？まあ警部補の嫁はごめんですけどね。
Look at this wide swath of like character art detail. Like Yonekura is like probably these two I would say are the least too detailed, while the two anime girls clearly have a lot more, detailing to them. It's just weird to see it all in one portrait like this or one picture.
二人とも気持ち悪いこと言ってないで早く食べましょうよ。
神崎、お前その手に持ってるアンパンの袋はなんだ？そっちも空気か？
いいじゃないですか。こっちとそっちは別腹です。
While the police officers joke around with each other, Reina looks at the pilaf curiously.
これってチャーハンとは違うのよね。
え？なんだろう、どう違うんだ？ピラフは生米から炊く料理で、チャーハンは冷や飯で作るっていう違いはあるな。
ひろきくんってば物知り。知らなかったよな、レイナちゃん。
もう今回たまたま私はこれを食べたことがないっていうだけで。
ピラフそのものを食ったことねえの？
別にいいでしょ。
They don't have food in my timeline.
はいはい、何の文句もございません。
何よその言い方。
While listening to Reina and Kakeru's banter, I stare at my MRD. I want to call Serrano out here. Even if she can't eat, I want her to be able to talk and laugh with everyone here. I want her to be here with us. But I know I can't call her out as long as Ryu Senji-san and Yonekura-san are here.
全員配り終わったな。
おう、じゃあ冷めないうちに食おうぜ。いただきます。
And they all ate happily ever after. Everyone gives their thanks for the food, and we all start eating.
うめえ、最高。
まともな食事は久しぶりだからな。
へえ、バターの香りがいいわね、これ。
エマちゃん、野菜だけじゃなくてもっとお肉も取りなよ。肉は茜にあげます。やったぜ。この鶏肉うめえ。
While watching this rowdy bunch, I take a bite of my pilaf as well. The ingredients have a slight rough texture. You can tell they were cut by a guy, but the food itself is delicious. I feel like it's been ages since I've had a proper meal.
ひろき、回復のためにはもう少したくさん食べた方がいいわよ。
そうだな。
Urged onward by Reina, I wolfed down my food. I noticed Yonekura-san's just watching all of us with a grin on his face.
そんなに喜んでもらえるなんて作った甲斐があったよ。
意外だったな。米倉にこんな特技があったなんて。
米倉先輩は器用なんすよ。このバッジだって先輩の手作りなんですから。
Haruna points to the badge pinned on her chest.
可愛いでしょ。これ米倉先輩が誕生日プレゼントにくれたんです。
We all look at Haruna's badge.
うひょー、これマジで手作り？
花びらの細かいとこまで丁寧な作りですね。
確かにハンドメイドとは思えない出来栄えね。
こういうのをちょちょいって作っちゃうってすごいよね。師匠なんてこういうの一生無理っぽいですけど。
An image of the well-built Ryu Senji-san stooped over while trying to sew something comes to mind, and I inadvertently snort with laughter.
ばなすぎ。
おいおい草原くん、今何を想像したんだ？
いえ、別に何も。
君に取り調べをするまでもないがな。たく失礼だな。
After seeing Ryu Senji-san pout like that, we all laugh.
なあ、草原。
Akane asks in a slightly formal manner.
なんかさ、あんなに楽しそうなエマ、久しぶりに見たような気がする。
え？
Emma's talking with Reina and Haruna right now. She looks the same as always to me, though.
楽しそうか。別に笑ったりとかしてないけど。
いや、私にはわかるんだ。
Akane gazes at Emma wistfully.
これも草原のおかげだと思うから、一応礼を言っとく。
I still don't quite get what Akane's trying to say. But I accept her thanks all the same.
そうか。ならよかった。
Once our lively breakfast ends, we all start cleaning up and preparing to head out. The AR display in the room is currently showing a smiling newswoman reporting on the weather.
昼過ぎに夕立の予報だってよ。雨が降る前にここを出発しますか？そうだな。おい雨宮、どこどけよ。
Kakeru sat cross-legged in front of the door, absorbed in his laptop.
こいつ人の話全然聞いてねえ。
そのモードに入ると周囲の雑音を勝手にシャットアウトするタイプなんだよ、そいつは。
まあそんなに急いで出なくてもいいんじゃないかな。もう少しここで作戦を立ててから行こうよ。
確かに当てもなく動いたってしょうがないかもしれないよね。
We all nod in agreement, and as we sit back down,
予報の途中ですが、ここで緊急ニュース速報が入りました。
a man with a pointy arm was seen yesterday.
建造物侵入罪、情報窃盗罪および記憶保全法違反の容疑で男女2名が指名手配されました。
Here are their pictures that we 100% definitely got on our surveillance systems that we 100% definitely would have in this fancy future research station place. I don't know if we read this before. I think we did. Yeah.
指名手配されたのは東京都在住の楠原弘樹容疑者と折笠玲奈容疑者です。
Uh-oh.
は？今、俺
Yep,
の名前
that
が。
definitely was. Unable to believe my ears or the images currently displayed in the monitor, I stand up.
楠原折笠亮容疑者はおととい夜、東京府中市のコネクトセンターに侵入および同施設内に保管されていた記憶に関する個人情報を持ち出した疑いが持たれています。
I don't remember doing that.
なお同容疑者らは記憶保全法が制定されて以来初めての違反容疑者となり、今後の情報が入り次第
The AR display is now showing footage from a security camera showing two people breaking into a room in the building. It's a wide room with a large number of PCs. It looks like it could be a place to store classified data. The two people walk towards one of the PC and the girl starts typing something on the keyboard. Looking like he's just standing watch. The guy keeps sweeping his gaze across the hallway outside.
なんだよこれ。あの部屋はどこだよ。俺たちは行ってないぞ。あんなと
So
こ。
it's those deepfakes. You seen those videos with the deepfakes? This place is completely different from the nostalgic lounge-like room we went to. Besides, the fact that Kakeru's not here is even more odd. Up until we left that lounge, I was together with Kakeru, and after that I only ran into Reina by pure coincidence. The video makes it look like Reina and I were accomplices from the start.
そんな。
It's those deepfakes, I'm telling you, they're really convincing, some of them, and then, you know, some of them aren't so much, let's just say that.
ヒロキ、
Oh, forgot to
今
read
すぐ
that.
GPS 機能を切って。
Raina's looking at the screen in disbelief too. Turn off your GPS. Raina says gravely as she begins doing the same in her own MRD. I turn on my MRD and turn off the GPS tracker. A moment after I finish turning off the GPS, I hear a metallic click near my head. Oh. You told me you... Yeah. Alright. When I turn back, I see Ryusenji-san pointing a gun at my head. My heart starts to beat faster.
Ryusenji-san.
Ryusenji-san staring at me with a cold look on his face, completely different from how he was just minutes ago.
どういうことだ？
いや、俺こんな部屋には入った覚えがないです。きっとレーナだって。
I look towards Reina and she silently nods.
この映像は捏造です。
本当にそうなのか？君たちは記憶データへの不正アクセスには関わっていないと言ったはずだが、それも怪しいということか。
Some of these like pictures are so hit and miss. Look at our main character guy. He looks so, I don't know, he just looks so strange and flat. Like he's got even less detail than the other man here.
それは。
I'm at a loss for words. The video playing right now is definitely a fake. But it's true that we access data illegally. Reina is quiet as well.
俺は君たちを信じたいと思ってるんだ。だから何か言ってくれ。
I can't think of any other words to refute the accusations. I simply stare down the barrel of the gun. Ryusenji-san's expression is torn between anger and confusion. He's probably wondering whether or not to believe the university student in front of him. In this tense atmosphere...
待ってください。龍泉寺警部補。
Haruna gets in between me and Ryusenji-san.
JCO に何か裏があるなら、楠原くんやレイナさんを指名手配したことにだって裏があるのかもしれません。容疑はあくまで容疑です。確証もなく抵抗もしていない市民に拳銃を向けるのはいかがなものかと思います。
Seems like the kind of guy that would point his gun at people.
それに私たちは楠原くんもレイナさんも悪い人じゃないって知ってます。違いますか、龍泉寺警部補。もうしばらく一緒に行動していれば本当に容疑をかけるべきなのかどうかが見えてくるはずです。それまでもう少し待っていただけないでしょうか。
With a tone and attitude completely unlike her usual self, Haruna covers for us. Ryusenji-san lowers his gun and holsters it. Then without a word he leaps out of the truck, presumably stepping over our friend. I hurriedly chase after him. I dash out of the truck and catch up to Ryusenji-san.
Ryusenji-san, 待ってください!
Ryusenji-san stops, but he doesn't turn around. I get a bit closer, then stop as well. Ryusenji-san stands there silently for a while, before finally turning around.
俺は嘘をつく人間が一番許
The
せない。
liars killed my parents.
すみません。
Ryusenji-san has an air of complete hostility around him as he looks away slightly, so I don't bother with excuses and simply apologize.
以前、福岡のコネクトセンター支部近くで不審な事件が起きたという話をしただろう。
Ryusenji-san suddenly starts talking about a completely different topic. I don't know where he's trying to go with this, but I just nod in agreement.
はい。
その事件の後、とある少女が行方不明になってな。 当時まだ10歳で両親も必死に探していた。しかし県警はその不審な事件と少女の失踪との結びつきが乏しいとして家出人扱いにするだけで大掛かりな捜査をしなかったんだ。
それはたとえその不審な事件とやらに関係なくても誘拐の可能性だってあるのに。
明らかにおかしいと思った。その事件に関しても不自然な形で幕が引かれ、ますます俺の疑いは強くなっていった。そんな中で少女の母親に絶対に娘を見つけ出してほしいと頼まれたんだ。握りつぶされてしまうかと思うほどに強く手を握られたよ。
I can feel Ryusenji-san's sincerity as a detective in his words. Without any airs or swagger, with just his pride as a police officer, he earnestly accepted her request. I can see why she'd want to trust someone like Ryusenji-san.
本来東京の管轄の刑事が福岡で捜査をするなんて上層部からの命令じゃない限りルール違反だ。だが俺は仕事の合間に少女の地元に渡り聞き込みを続け、なんとか足取りをつかもうとした。そして少女の存在が最後に確認された場所まで突き止めた。だが
Ryusenji-san tightly clasped his hands together.
いきなり上司から呼び出され辞令を叩きつけられたんだ。俺を第一線の捜査から外すと言い渡された。
そんな理不尽なことが
あるんだよ。警察という大組織の中でたかが刑事一人ができることなんて限られている。もちろん俺だって黙って引き下がったわけじゃない。ちゃんとした根拠をもとに捜査を継続する、むしろ対策本部を作って捜査を拡大する必要があると進言した。だがそれは上層部への反逆と取られてしまった。
それは他の人が怠惰なだけじゃないですか。
怠惰なのか、あえて触れないこととして決められていたのか、どっちだろうな。いずれにせよ俺は強制的に東京に戻されデスクワークをする羽目になった。最後に少女の母親に挨拶に行った時、まともにその顔を見られなかったよ。申し訳なくてね。行かないでくれって。あなたが行ってしまったら娘は永遠に見つからないままだって泣かれてさ。それなのに俺はどうすることもできなかったんだよ。
So I get that, but what does that have to do with me? Ryusenji-san makes a fist and punches the palm of his hand.
そして言われたんだ。あなたは嘘つきだと。
Now I understand. I understand why he said liars are the only thing I'll never forgive. Ryusenji-san can't forgive those guys. But more importantly, he can't forgive himself.
だから竜泉寺さんは今でも捜査を。
ああ、しばらくは腐ってたが神崎が入ってきてからこのままじゃダメだと思ってな。自分にできることをやろうと時間を見つけては独自に動いている。
Ryusenji-san brings his fist to his chest.
今でも真実を知りたい。なぜあの少女は消えてしまったのか、どこへ行ってしまったのか。そしてコネクトセンターがもしこの一連の事件に絡んでいるのなら全て明らかにしてやる。自分語りが過ぎたな。
Should I tell him about Serrano? This one's probably important. Now I'm kind of curious if that's an actual decision. Let me check it real quick. Okay, so that was actually the quote right choice, and I should have picked the quote wrong choice. It's I don't like that this one is spoilers, but it's okay as long as I don't get too far down it and don't read too much into it. So I'm supposed to not tell him about it to get the bad choice. So let me load up my save and I'll skip forward to that point. Alright, so let's not tell him. I understand where Ryu Senji-san is coming from, but it's precisely because of that he most likely won't approve of what we've done with Serrano. I definitely shouldn't tell him.
何か言うことはあるか？
いえ。
そうか。
Ryu Senji-san looks at me sadly for a moment before he grabs my arm. Suddenly, there's a cold metallic sensation on my wrists. My hands have been handcuffed.
残念だが、君を信頼することはできない。
Crap. But it's too late now. I was brought to jail after that. The police thoroughly interrogate me about breaking into the Connect Center and stealing classified information. But they don't believe me no matter what I say. I have no idea what happened to Reina or Kakeru. Maybe they're being interrogated the same way. A few days later, the day that Serrano's memories gets erased arrived, with me still in a cell. Bad future. Alright. How far back are they going to send me? Yeah, they send you... The thing I was reading said they don't send you back very far, but they send you back quite far. Alright, give me 1 second, we'll be right back to the decision again.